Ready to go? Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our 87th annual meeting of the membership. At this moment, I would like to observe 1 moment of silence as we remember those members who passed since the last meeting, as well as the members of the armed forces. Determination of the quorum. How many do we have in online watching us? Do we know? Do we have a number? Okay. So based on that and the ones present here, I determined that we have a quorum. Next on the agenda, we have Ms. Beth Bunko with the Supervisory Committee minute. Annual meeting, the approval of the minutes from the annual meeting last year, 2022. Sorry.
I'd like to dispense with the reading of the minutes. Do I have a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I would like to get a motion to approve the meeting minutes from the last annual meeting.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you. Next, we have the reports, and I would like to thank everyone here present, and I would like to introduce the board of directors. Present here, we have Wally Abramson, director. We have Mike Petty, vice chair. Mike Gottbaugh, director. Beth Bunko, director and secretary of the board. Maria DeMarco, director and chair of the supervisory committee. Not present, we have PJ Kimini and associate director Steve Hernandez. And
I'm online,
I would
Luis.
like to thank everyone attending this meeting today for your support of Nutmeg State Financial. We understand that you have a choice in banking, and we appreciate that you use us here at Nutmeg. We appreciate your business, and we hope that you will continue supporting us going forward. With that being said, I would like to introduce our president and CEO, John Holt. He's going to present the treasurer's report.
Thank you, Luis. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to our annual meeting for 2022. In 2023, if we could put up, I just want to say a few words, the slide for the board of directors, please. Thank you. I just want to thank all of these individuals for their hard work, their dedication, and their loyalty to Nutmeg State Financial. I think most of you probably know a credit union's board are all volunteers. These people put a lot of time in for Nutmeg, do a lot for us, and we couldn't be more appreciative. So thank you to all of you here and not here today. You heard from our chair, Dr. Luis Ramos. I'd like to spend a little bit of time kind of talking to you today about some of the financials that we had ended with in 2023. You can see this obviously on the screen. Anna, if you could advance to that, please. Thank you. I'm going to highlight some of this information, but online you will find that we have a social impact / annual report for your review, which you can see all of the assets, the liabilities, and the financial condition to Nutmeg. But again, I'm going to highlight some things for you. A couple of things that I wanted to point out. We had a 19% increase in net income for 2022 with a total of $5.1 million for Nutmeg. Now, this is one of the highest net income numbers that we have ever seen in the credit union's history. There were some anomalies that led us to that, but nonetheless, our operating income and overall income of $5.1 million, we're very pleased and proud of. We saw 11% increase in total loans to $14.8 million. Again, a solid increase in loan production in most part led by auto loans and some refinances of mortgages in 2022. We did see a slight decrease in 0.2% in total members to bring our total members to 41,000. But as you'll hear from me a little later on, we have a focus around building our membership, not only in 2023, but for the next 10 years and beyond. We did see an 8% increase in deposits, or in this case, what you're seeing on your screen, total shares. That 8% increase ended with about 469 million in deposits. And we saw a 7% increase in total assets to 553 million, slightly over that. And the number that you see at the very bottom of your screen, the 13.79%, that is one of the best numbers in terms of capitalization that credit unions could have in the state of Connecticut and in the country. And I think most of you know that 7% is the minimum required for capital, and we almost double that. In fact, now it's probably a little over 14%. So we're really proud of our safety and our soundness and our financial security, as you've seen here. Anna, if you could advance to the next screen. I wanted to point out a few things for you. I think most of you know we started talking last year about some of the programs and initiatives around inclusivity and helping the underserved and the less fortunate. I wanted to point out a couple of key items that we have done in 2022 and will continue to do in 2023 and beyond. We did 50 first mortgages totaling about 17.3 million for individuals that have never had a home before or have never had a mortgage. We did 30 Working Wheels program, which are auto loans for individuals that don't have a credit history or don't necessarily have good credit, but they have to be working for at minimum of 6 months. We helped 30 working families find an auto loan and a car in 2022. We did 173 green loans for approximately $12.8 million. Those things fund things like turning things to natural gas, to solar, different programs to help our environment. We did 501 student loans that totaled 2.4 million. Most of that came with our partnership with PCI, Porter and Chester Institute. We did 64 small business loans that totaled 28.2 million. Most of you may not know this, but we're one of the few credit unions in the state of Connecticut that actually do business loans. So we're really proud to help those small businesses, in particular in the state of Connecticut. And 45% of our loans that we did for mortgages were affordable homes totaling $3 million. To the right of your screen, you'll notice that we saved our membership $142,555 in NSF fees. That is because Nutmeg was one of the first credit unions and financial institutions in the state of Connecticut to eliminate NSF fees. So we were able to save the membership quite a bit of money here. And we're really happy to be able to do that. And for those of you who don't know, if you overdraw your account by writing a check or using a debit card transaction and you don't have enough money in your account, you will not get a fee on that particular transaction. We actually saved our membership $343,000 in change in ATM fees, because when you use one of our ATM fees or a partner of ours, which is Co-op, with one of their ATMs, you do not pay a fee. In addition to that, because we are a local financial institution that is really set out to protect our communities, to help our communities, we helped people by waiving fees of over $75,000. So these are some of the things that we did, and we were still able to have a very strong financial outcome for 2022. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about some of the accomplishments that we had in 2022 for our membership and our communities. As I mentioned, we ended NSF fees. We established what we call a HOPE program, home ownership, which provides equity. This is an actual program that provides low-income families the opportunity for first-time home ownership. We are helping families realize the dream of home ownership while strengthening their financial future. So this is a program we would love to help people with and work on. There's more information on our website about this. We also continue to operationally align the business to make sure that all of what we do is as accurate and as efficient as we possibly can be. This also helps us as we align our operations and strengthen our operations. It aligns us perfectly for continued strong growth. I think most of you probably know you can call into our contact center Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 to 1. But we also now have a chat feature that we introduced last January that helps people that just want to chat with one of our Nutmeg consultants. They can do that through our website. And hopefully you all got a chance to see our beautiful new website that we launched last month. That will continue to evolve over time. It's an ever ongoing improvement to show you the things that we're doing for the community. Wanted to take a few minutes and kind of talk to you also about some of the things that we're working on this year and have been working on so far. We have updated some of our loan applications that include the credit card and auto loan applications, and we've moved that over to the personal loan application as of early this year. And we will continue to modify and improve all of our loan applications so that anyone that wants to apply for a loan, it's simple, easy, and fast. In addition to that, I think most of you know our online banking portal, including our bill pay portal, has been around with us for about 7 years. And while we do get a lot of compliments on the solution, we are looking to improve those. And we have begun the internal process of selecting a partner with online banking and mobile apps. So you will likely see a launch of these new services sometime in the second quarter of 2024. And as I mentioned to you at the beginning of this conversation, we're all working really hard to make sure we continue to provide our membership and our communities a very strong financial institution for you. And we have some lofty goals for 2023, including growing our membership by 5%. So for all of you out there listening to me now and going forward, please let everyone know that we'd be really excited to have them join the credit union. And I think most of you know the difference between a bank and a credit union. We're a not-for-profit organization, so any of the money we make goes back to our members with lower fees or no fees, lower rates on loans, and higher rates on deposits. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention to you that obviously there's been quite a few things in the news lately around banks across the country with their share of challenges. I'm here to tell you that Nutmeg State Financial and the entire credit union industry operates in a very different business model. And we're strong financially, we're growing, and we are all in it with you. So the board that I introduced to you earlier and Dr. Ramos introduced to you are all members of the organization. So we have taken a very different conservative approach to how we do things, and we couldn't be more pleased about our future. So with that, I will see if there is any questions in the chat. If someone wants to let me know, I'd be happy to answer any questions. And always know that we're always available for any questions that you may have on anything related to your accounts, related to some of the things that we're doing this year and beyond. I will pause just a few seconds. Again, I do want to thank our members for their loyalty, their commitment to what we do, and their continued support. I couldn't be more pleased to be of service to you now and in the future. One more check on questions. With none, I'm going to turn it back over to Dr. Ramos, our chair.
Thank you, John. I would like to call a motion to accept the President's and Treasurer's report. Do I hear a second? I hear a motion for Mr. Abramson, second for Ms. Bunko. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next on the agenda, we have the Supervisory Committee report that's going to be delivered by Ms. DeMarco.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here. The Supervisory Committee's primary responsibility is to ensure that the credit union is managed in a sound manner and that the members' assets are adequately protected. The other major responsibility is to make sure that we oversee the financial condition of the operation of the credit union, including the management staff. In order to do this, we are charged with engaging the auditors. The past 2 years, the audit has been done by Neerman, Maynard, and Velez, CPAs and consultants. And I am very happy to report that, in their opinion, the credit union is well managed and the financial condition of the credit union and all of its records are as they should be. So we are in complete accord with all of the rules and regulations that this financial institution has to follow.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Marco. A motion to accept approve the supervisory committee report.
Make that motion.
I heard the motion from Mr. Gapao, second from Mr. Petty. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. On the agenda, we have the nominating committee report. It's going to be delivered by our director, Gapao.
The nominating committee has submitted the following candidates for Board of Directors: Mike Petty, Wallace Abramson, and Beth Bunko for election to the Board of Directors. No additional requests or petitions were submitted to the nominating committee. And at this point, I'll turn it over again to Dr. Ramos for the election. Thank you.
I need a motion to approve the nominating committee report.
I make that motion.
And the motion from Mr. Marco. I hear a second. A second.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Next is going to be I'm going to cast one vote to accept these layout candidates for the seats of the board of directors. Make it official. Any additional business to discuss today? There be none. I need a motion to adjourn. Here, a motion from Mr. Petty, second from Mr. Abramson. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you everyone for attending our 7th annual meeting. Have a great day.